But going back to virtual reality, I think virtual reality is a sort of like unique space in which you can create almost anything. So now... And we've talked about education and we've talked about VR. Primarily what I see right now is like VR, people treat it like this is a gaming thing, right? Like you just kind of have this awesome next generation gaming.
For those who haven't heard the term VR, we're talking about virtual reality.
Yeah. And primarily businesses and VR, companies that create virtual reality headsets and games, that's the impetus, right? It's the gaming. It's like,
gaming
it's the next, like you want to be like Ready Player One type of thing, in immersive environment, they can feel, touch, haptics, but it's all towards gaming, right? So which is I love gaming. I'm not a gaming in the sense of that I don't spend too much time in it, but I believe in gaming as a method of training. Training through gaming is a huge thing. That's my jam. I love it because look at kids. That's what kids do. Kids play games, and I'm not just talking about like computer games, but they play games constantly.
They make up their own games.
They make up their own games, right? And they learn through that. So I really got into exploring how gaming can be employed in education. There's this whole state of flow when you're playing a game, right? You're doing something that's challenging but not too difficult. It's that sweet spot where you're progressing, but it's not boring because like, oh, I can just win this anytime I want. And that kind of feeling, that sensation is that sense of flow. And this is what keeps you engaged, and you love it. Like you say, like I'm in the zone, right? I love it. I feel it.
And you're constantly learning.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing about games is they give you that feedback. Okay, you got this score, or you got to this level. And you're like, yeah, I can get to this one, this one, this one.
Yeah. So I think we should gamify more of education. Definitely, this is not a new concept. I'm not, inventing something new over here, but I totally subscribe with it because I feel that through gaming, we can engage anybody and keep them in there, keep them growing. My mission is like listen, learn, and share. It's this growth pathway, right? Sure. Like I want to grow. And then as you grow, you want to share it too so others can kind of benefit from that. But going back to virtual reality, I think virtual reality is a sort of like unique space, no pun intended, in which you can create almost anything. So now suddenly things that were either impossible or very difficult to do or very expensive to do in terms of teaching someone, you can just virtually create that. So like if you want to create a chem lab or some kind of physics lab, like you can literally create these worlds in which kids can learn like through like almost first-hand experience. They can touch things, they can experience things, they can modify things and learn rapidly from their failure. Thanks for listening to The Adrian Sinclair Show. You can find previous episodes on the Apodcast multi-channel network at apodcast.com. You can also stream this podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Podbean, and other audio platforms. And if you subscribe to our weekly newsletter, you'll get convenient short summaries of podcasts you may have missed. So check it out. And lastly, please, please, please support us by sharing our episodes on social media. We really appreciate it. Thanks.